What are you tuning into? Football exclusively?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna switch to NBA at all?
No, right now, man. Because in the East, I'm not the Heat versus the Celtics.
Are the West playing tonight too? I know the East is
because
They're
Brian
playing
and they
tomorrow?
start on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I look at that, I'm just like the Heat and the Celtics. I think it's a good matchup. I love Jimmy Butler's toughness and things like that. That's fun. But for me, that matchup isn't going to move the needle for me enough to say I'm not going to watch this football game. Like if it was LeBron playing tonight, and shout out to the daggone Nuggets too. Boy, didn't you say the Clippers was going to win it all? Wasn't that your pick?
I don't think I made a
You
hard
did. That
pick.
was your pick. You did because you said
I hedged really hard.
You said the Clippers are going to win it, and they're playing better. And at the time, they were playing better in the bubble. Yeah. You're right.
I don't know if I made the pick.
That.
I definitely was leaning that way. I'm not gonna deny I was leaning that way. But I'm a LeBron fan, so I didn't want to go all the way there.
You did go against him, and I remember we had that conversation. And then didn't you?
I still said LeBron was the best player in the league.
Off mic, you told. What did you say off mic? What did you say? If Kawhi beats LeBron this year,
if he did,
what does that mean? That's what you told me.
I think it would flip.
You said it would have flipped
if Kawhi really outplayed him, because it could be one of those scenarios with the Cavs where LeBron completely balls out, but he's getting no help. Correct. Where you would still be thinking in the back of your mind, all right, who really is the better player? So
what are you saying right now?
I did hedge a lot, but my feelings were that yes, I do think Kawhi is going to win, and I do think the Clippers are going to win. I even made a YouTube video. I was calling it Kawhi on a mission. I was comparing him to Jordan. I was impressed by how he was playing. I really was, but. Because I don't know, I like his whole attitude. I like how he goes about his business. It's just
which
quiet.
part, the load management part, or the 10 points, and 12 points in the closeout game part?
I'm over it now because he's not winning anything this year.
Yeah, it's not happening. He didn't go to. We thought we were gonna get an all LA Western Conference Finals. We won't even get that. You robbed us. You were up 3-1 to the Nuggets. Double digit point lead in what? Two of those games that they lost, they were 15-16. Like, this is crazy.
I didn't see Game 7. I was at band practice, but
Game 7, the Nuggets they
smoked them.
They didn't smoke them, but the Nuggets they definitely controlled it the whole time.
That's just wild to me, dude. That's wild.
Murray went for 40.
That is so wild.
Murray went for 40, because man. It was nuts.
Here's the thing with Murray. I know he had the crazy good first round too.
Yeah.
But going into the playoffs, and because you could even see it from last year, you're just like, man, could this guy really be a really good sidekick to Jokic, something like Kobe, Shaq, or even Lillard or McCollum? Could this be a guy who steps up in the playoffs and hits shots when you need to? And you didn't really have that feeling in last playoffs. There was nothing really in the regular season that made you think that way either. He kind of had very similar stat line.
Very true.
So for him to just go off like this in the playoffs has been wild to me.
Well, I've enjoyed the fact that he's done it 2 times now, being down 3-1. But at the same time, that does concern me, because I'm like, a team like the Lakers, they're closing that out. They're not going to allow you to come back from double-digit deficits 2 times in closeout games. I just don't see that happening. So in that matchup, it's going to be interesting to see just if
they're going to
match
up better than the Clippers for sure.
Yeah, but I think that for the Lakers, are you saying the Lakers match up better with the Nuggets? Yeah, without a doubt.
They definitely will. Because
I love that matchup for the Lakers versus if it was them versus the Clippers. That was scary a little bit just because of their strengths versus our weaknesses and vice versa. I think that this plays really well into what the Lakers want to do.
Yeah, dude. Excited to see it though, man. It's they gotta schedule this right. They gotta take those games off of Sunday for sure.
Yeah, because nobody even
or even on Monday. What they should do is put the Monday games, if they have ones. I'm sure there will be a game coming up here. Put that at 5, 4, 5.
Because the problem is, man, that the game 6 when the Clippers were up 3-1. It was Sunday. I forgot what time it was, but it was right in the middle of the day when football was going on.
There's no shot.
Yeah. I'm like, good luck. I don't even care. Even if LeBron was playing at that time, I still wouldn't have tuned in.
First week of football.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Now all the Steeler games are going to be at 1 here too.
Yeah, so I'm like,
and then you're going to get them
scheduled like that.
You're going to get a marquee matchup for the Sunday night game, and usually there's a game or two at 4 o'clock. That's always pretty good too.
And then that kills your whole NBA. Let's watch this.
Yeah, because
it is what it is, man.
I probably would rather watch. Maybe I'll have my 2-screen thing. You know how I had that mix that I was talking about. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that, but. My main thing, I would probably be rather watching a Sunday night football game than one of these.
Even if it's not a Steelers
now.
game, I still rather watch NFL football.
Because who's this week? Patriots, Seahawks. Come on, that's awesome.
You're not missing that.
No,
especially the way Cam looked in week 1. You're not missing that. Come on, baby.
No way.
Yeah. So that's that, man. But
No hiccups though. We're rolling.
So
we're
far
rolling.
everything is good. I did see with the MLB for playoffs, they're implementing the bubble for the playoffs. I did see they're doing that. So that'd be interesting to follow just to see, because they were doing it how the NFL is doing it in terms of no bubble, no hub cities either. So it'd be interesting to see as the thing progresses.
Well, they were talking for NFL for playoffs, potentially doing that
too. Yeah, Sean Payton, man, he was one of the guys who brought it up. So that's definitely something to follow to just see. Okay, on the fly, can that potentially work like that? So,
well, I think you're seeing stadiums though. I think there's going to be a few of them this week that are getting some fans in.
6,000 fans tonight for the Browns supposed to be.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're supposed to have fans. I know. I think it's Minnesota, maybe. I think Minnesota, they're trying to have 15,000 fans for week 4, their week 4 game. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting, though, to see just as this thing progresses, man, and, people become more comfortable with the state of the whole COVID situation. Obviously, vaccines and things like that, as the thing continues to progress, that could change a lot, man, in terms of fans being allowed and things. So, yeah, we just following the flow, man.